last Wednesday, November 22nd, all political parties submitted candidate lists to the Central Voting Bureau. On the 23rd of November, there was endorsement day for 4 of the parties. All the parties met the requirement on this day. Subsequently, 3 days later, on which ended up being the 27th of November, the Voting Bureau formally checked all the lists and notified all parties on November 28th of any deficiencies on their lists. Accordingly, parties were given 3 days until 5 p.m. on December 1st to cure their deficiencies in their lists. All parties submitted to us before 5 p.m. and will now go through each list separately, once again in the order that the parties submitted them on postulation day. The first that we'll handle is the Party for Progress, the PFP. The PFP received notice that there were minor deficiencies on their Model 2 forms, their Model 3 form, and that was it, actually, just their Model 2 and their Model 3 form. These deficiencies were cured accurately, and we see no reason not to approve the validity of this list and maintain all candidates as well as the reference. I'll put forward a motion to approve the list, and all in favor say aye. Aye. Okay. A unanimous vote. Hereby we validate the list for the PFP for the upcoming elections in January. The following party is the US Party, the United St. Martin Party. The US Party also had various deficiencies on their list, namely to their Model 2 form. This was various, address columns, date of births, the way names were there. The same was for their Model 3. And there was also some deficiencies in their Model 4. The US Party also submitted in time on Friday, prior to the deadline. As such, we feel that all the deficiencies have been met by the US Party, and we see no reason not to validate their list or to scrap any candidates from their list. As such, I put forward a motion to approve the list of the US Party for the upcoming election of January 11th, 2024. All in favor, say aye. 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 Moving forward, the following party that we have is the NA, the National Alliance. The NA was also informed on the 28th of various deficiencies to their list, namely to the Model 2 forms, the Model 3 forms, and also the Model 4. These consisted of some issues with the names and address details. These were also resubmitted in time and accurately and sufficiently cured. I therefore put forward a motion to approve the list of the National Alliance as submitted. All in favor say aye. Aye. Moving forward to the ECE, the Empire Cultural Empowerment Association. The ECE was also informed on November 28th of various deficiencies to their Model 2, Model 3, and Model 4 forms. These were resubmitted in time and accurately cured. As such, I put forward a motion to approve the list of the ECE for the upcoming parliamentary election 2024. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right. Then moving forward to the NOW Party, Nation Opportunity Wealth. The NOW was also informed on November 28th of various deficiencies in their list. These were resubmitted in a timely fashion and accurately cured. We therefore see no reason not to approve this list. I put forward a motion to approve the list of the NOW as submitted. All in favor say aye. 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 Then moving on to the United People's Party Association, the UP. The UP was also informed on November 28th of various discrepancies in their list. This was to the Model 2 forms, the Model 3 form, and also the Model 4. The UP resubmitted prior to the deadline. However, we have noted that with respect to the UP, candidate number 22 on their list did not re-sign the Model 3 form. As such, we have to conclude that there is a discrepancy here in accordance with Article 28, Paragraph 2, Sub D of the Electoral Ordinance, and as such, we will have to remove this candidate from that list. That being said, the uplist will still contain 23 candidates. However, the candidate 22 spot will remain blank. So I put forward a motion to approve the uplist with the removal of candidate number 22 as Article 28, Paragraph 2, Sub D has not been met. Can I see a motion to approve the uplist while removing candidate number 22? All in favor say aye. Aye. Then we move on to the United Resilient St. Martin Movement Association, the URSM. The URSM was also informed on November 28th of some minor deficiencies on their Model 2, Model 3, and Model 4 forms. These were resubmitted in a timely fashion and accurately done. We therefore put forward a motion to approve the URSM party list as resubmitted. All in favor say aye. 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 Then finally, we have the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party also had some very minor deficiencies to their Model 2 and Model 4 forms, and these were resubmitted in a timely fashion and accurately cured. We therefore put forward a motion to approve the list as resubmitted. All in favor say aye. 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 All right. To recap, that means that we have validated all 8 lists. However, with one minor candidate removal further up, all other parties, congratulations to you on the validity of your list.
In this presentation, I will provide the insight into the following: the process of the budget amendment and the reasons for the delay. Then I will provide insight into the major adjustments made to the amendment budget compared to the initial budget. Lastly, I will touch upon the CapEx for the year as included in the budget 2023. First, I will address you with the challenges and developments we face within the preparation and approval of the budget 2023. To provide some context, the initial approval of the 2023 budget took place in the Parliament on March 31st, 2023. Subsequently, we received directive Article 12 from the CFT mandating adjustments to the multi-annual budgets for the year 2024, 2025, and 2026. They specified the need for surpluses instead of balanced budgets in 2024 and 2025, with a surplus beginning in the year 2026. Additionally, the CFT insisted on the inclusion of a multi-year investment plan spanning from the year 2024 through 2026. In our discussions with the CFT, we expressed our concerns about the fairness of amending the entire budget 2023 to accommodate the multi-year adjustments. We emphasize that the budget is a projection and inherently subject to changes based on updated information over time. Despite our concerns, the CFT insisted on immediate adjustments to the budget 2023. We did argue this requirement and could be considered during the budget 2024 adjustment. Despite our reservations, we began the process of amending the 2023 budget promptly after receiving approval for the capital expenditure. We submitted the loan request to the central bank on May 10th, 2023, and I will delve deeper into this capital expenditure process later in my presentation. Responding to the CFT remarks, we swiftly updated the 2023 budget, obtained approval from the COM on June 6, 2023. However, upon submission to the governor, it was returned due to the necessary adjustments to the landsverordening and the Memorie van Toelichting. It was crucial to note that the adjustment pertained solely to the multi-year figures for the years 2024, 2025, and not the 2023 figures. As the budget awaited review from the Council of Advice, it became apparent that it wouldn't be processed in Parliament before the recess. That delay resulted in our awareness of updated and realistic information, leading to further necessary changes to the 2023 budget. Factors contributing to the extended delay included the refinancing of the loan tied to the ENYA, the incorporation of the Justice Function changes into the multi-year aspect and the integration of the Q1 and Q2 actual reports. These unforeseen circumstances significantly impacted our timeline, and I will elaborate further on the specific challenges and adjustments as I proceed with my presentation. Continuing from our previous discussion, I'll delve into the adjustments requested by the CFT, specifically focusing on two key areas highlighted in their advice. Firstly, the CFT emphasized the need for adjustments in the multi-year results, aiming for positive outcomes starting from the year 2024. In response, our revised overview demonstrates a positive result for the year 2023, amounting to 1 million guilders. Moving forward, the amended budget illustrates a positive result of 2 million in both 2024 and 2025, with an anticipated positive result of 6 million guilders in the year 2026, consistent with the initial projection in the budget 2023. It's also important to highlight that, as we communicated to the CFT, budgets are inherently dynamic and subject to change based on emergent information. In the current iteration of the 2024 budget, currently en route to Parliament, we project a profit of 1 million guilders for the year 2024. This figure is influenced by the refinancing interest and is subject to the further adjustment pending the outcome of the annual discussions. At the time of formulating the 2023 budget, numerous variables were uncertain. The impact of changes in the Justice Function Book, the terms of the refinancing loans, and the evolving actuals for 2023 were all unknown factors. Consequently, we opted for a conservative approach, indicating balanced budgets for 2024 and 2025. However, with the benefit of hindsight and now the clearer picture of positive developments in 2023, we find ourselves aligned with a positive result for the upcoming years, specifically in the years 2024 and 2025. This alignment underscores our commitment to addressing the CFT's concerns as requested and adjusting our financial plans accordingly. As we navigate through these dynamic circumstances, it is crucial to recognize the ever-evolving nature of budgetary considerations and our dedication to adapting to new information and to ensure fiscal responsibility. Now I'll go into the actual adjustments to the figures for the year 2023. I will begin with the revenue. The total increase in the amended budget 2023 compared to the initial budget is approximately 23 million guilders. In the initial budget, we expected a revenue of 495 million guilders for the year, and the amended budget, we expect a revenue of 518 million guilders. This has been adjusted based on the actual figures in the quarterly reports. The amended budget was compiled using the information from the second quarterly report. Per today, the third quarterly report was issued, which of course now has the most recent information of our actuals. In the third quarter report, we expect a result at the year end of 5 million guilders. However, as stated in the amended budget for the year 2023, there are certain items that are not always fully incorporated in the quarterly reports as they are made aware of at a later time. As of Q3 for the year 2023, we commence issuing the Quartal Rapportage in English as we deem it important that it is comprehensible to more individuals. The outlook for the year 2023, as included in the third quarter report, is a revenue of 519 million guilders, which aligns with the revenue in our amended budget of 580 million guilders. The significant adjustment which clarified the addition of 23 million guilders in the amended budget for the year compared to the initial budget 2023 revenue are the following: 11 million plus in taxes, 9.6 million in other revenue. The increase in taxes is due mainly to an increase of 14 million in profit tax, 4 million in wage tax, and 3 million in income tax, which is offset by a decrease of 10 million in tourist tax. The tourist tax was initially budgeted to go into effect on July 1st, 2023. However, this did not happen. However, the 10 million guilders was covered by increases in other taxes, which led to a reclassification of taxes, income, and even an additional income of 11 million for the year 2023.
At RBC, we know the roles you have to play can change quickly. Whether it's a homeowner, a new parent, today's head chef, or the family chauffeur. Whatever life asks you to be. RBC is a bank for all of you. Win Christmas cash with a no-fee loan from RBC.
Are you SXM insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXM is cardless. Request your My SXM account today and enter the virtual office of SXM. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
SXM, yeah. Your social and health insurances.
This is our 5th year, and 5 years is a milestone. 5 years of great accomplishment, 5 years of growth, 5 years of doing what we love for our community. And this morning, I would like to welcome each and every one of you, your healthcare workers, our nurses, because we are the cornerstone for our community. Is that correct? Amen. And I would like for everyone to give yourself a round of applause. When we started out with this, my mission was to bring healthcare workers together. My mission was to teach healthcare workers how to communicate, how to rejuvenate, and how to be mindful of ourselves. Because we always take time to care for the community, but do we really take time to care for ourselves? Do we take time? Most of the time when we're off, what do? We sleep. And what else? Sleep again, right? And most of the times when I ask my colleagues, what do you do on the days that you're off? Wash clothes, clean the house, hang out with the children. And that is not all that we're about. And I think COVID has taught us so much. COVID has taught us to take a time back and reflect on the importance of why we're here. We need to remind ourselves of our being and what we're giving out to the community, because we cannot take care of the community if we don't take care of self. And for me, that is important. And this morning, I am so grateful, because if you're here, that means you were supposed to be here. You're meant to be here. And I just would like to say thank you so very much to each and every one of you that has taken the time to be here, to my team. Thank you, and everyone that show up. And when people ask, what am I going to wear your best. Put on your Sunday best is when I tell people, we always come with a team because we expect for you to show up as your authentic self and be great, because this is the time that we come together and celebrate us. And this morning, I am so thankful and I am grateful and I am so happy. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy and have a good day.
Thanks for participating. You're all good, you know. You're all good. You all could just look at a patient and tell whether they're delivering or they need CPR and all that kind of thing. I was not CPR, I was a baseball player. Okay, we're going down now because we don't have much time. Elections coming. I like election in December, you know. I don't have to buy no turkey, no ham. I got a DP turkey, a UP ham. Yeah, man. Then I got a PFP tart. I'm making sure I get something from all of them. Because for the next 4 years, they ain't getting nothing. So yes, this year is 8 parties. Man, I got 8 things I could choose. Y'all do like me, huh? Get your things.
I am happy to be here today because it's an honor coming to speak to healthcare workers. You don't get much time to do much else but sleep, right? So I'm here to give you a little advice, some pointers, some suggestions on how you go about reinventing yourself. When I was first approached with the topic, I was very excited because reinventing self is a continuous thing, whatever it is, whether it's your professional life, your personal life, whatever area of life, it's important. So, because we're ever evolving as nurses, as healthcare workers, it's timely that we should consider what it means to reinvent self. So let's look at the word. To reinvent means to create or make something new or different, often by modifying or transforming an existing concept, an idea, a product, or oneself. It involves the act of reimaging and redesigning in a way that brings about substantial changes or improvements. Reinventing may imply innovation, adaptation, or a departure from traditional or outdated approaches. Traditional or outdated approaches. It often involves creative thinking, problem solving, and the pursuit of fresh perspectives and solutions. So now that's a mouthful, right? So we realize right away, reinventing talks about changes. You must be able to be, your mindset should be on what do I do to be a better me? What does it mean really to be a reinvented person? Someone who wants change, positive change that is. To reinvent yourself means to make significant changes to your appearance. Yes, it doesn't involve just our careers, or appearances, or behavior, or lifestyle, with the goal of becoming a better version of yourself while achieving a desired outcome. This could involve developing new skills or talents, adopting new habits or mindsets, changing careers or personal interests, or transforming your overall image or persona. It often also implies a deliberate, conscious effort to break away from old patterns or limitations and embrace new possibilities and self-improvement.
I have since questioned the finalization on this numerous times, as this initiative and its potential impacts the lives of numerous citizens, and it is extremely important. Hence my request for this question hour, as it is imperative that Parliament receives a thorough update on its current status. The special needs policy holds significant importance in ensuring inclusivity and equal opportunities for all members of our community, especially those with diverse learning needs. This policy should address the unique challenges faced by individuals with special needs within the education, culture, youth, and sports sectors by fostering an environment that accommodates and supports these individuals, that contribute, so that we can contribute to a society that values diversity and promotes the well-being of every citizen. The questions that I forwarded to the minister are: what progress has been made in the development of the special needs policy since the last update provided to Parliament? Are there any challenges or obstacles that the ministry has encountered in the process and how are these being addressed? What consultations or collaboration have taken place with stakeholders, including educators, parents, and advocacy groups, to ensure the policy's effectiveness and inclusivity? And the final question, when can we expect the finalized version of the special needs policy to be presented to Parliament for its approval? I thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The first question, and from the Member of Parliament, what progress has been made in the development of the special needs policy since the last update provided in Parliament? Since the last update provided in Parliament, the special needs policy has been finalized and is currently undergoing the process of decision-making. The second question, are there any challenges or obstacles that the ministry has encountered in the process, and how are these being addressed? The main challenge faced by the ministry during the development of the special needs education policy is understaffing, which was addressed through the hiring of several consultants to support the process. The third question, what consultations or collaborations have taken place with stakeholders, including educators, parents, and advocacy groups, to ensure the policy's effectiveness and inclusivity? Mr. Chairman, the special needs education policy is the result of broad stakeholder consultations and several assignments executed by independent consultants. Contributors to the final product include the staff of the Department of Education and the other departments and division of the Ministry of Education, Culture, Youth, and Sports. Furthermore, the Department of Education collaborated closely with the Student Support Services, SSSD, during the drafting of the special needs education policy. Additionally, stakeholder consultations were held with school boards. In addition to the previously mentioned stakeholders, feedback on the working draft of the policy was received from representatives of the National Recovery Bureau, NRPB, Prince William Alexander School, PWAS, Enable NV, the Farmer Excellent Learning Academy, St. Martin Vocational Training School, SMVTS, 721 Kids Foundation, and the Windward Islands Teachers Union, Y2. During the drafting of the situational analysis, which was conducted to inform the policy, the White and Yellow Cross Care Foundation and All Children Education, ACE Foundation, were also consulted. Additionally, a survey was disseminated to the public via the government Facebook page and the subsidized and public school boards. Question 4. When can we expect the finalized version of the special needs policy to be presented to Parliament for approval? The special needs education policy will be presented to the Minister of Education, Culture, Youth, and Sports and the Council of Ministers for decision-making during the coming weeks. A roadmap for the implementation will be drafted in 2024, which will facilitate the implementation of the policy. I would like to inform Parliament that in 2013, based on the need for a special needs education policy, the Minister of Education, Culture, Youth, and Sports at the time decided to establish a special needs education work group. The work group conducted a situational analysis, collaborated with the psychology department of the St. John's University in New York, hosted a special needs education conference in 2013, and conducted several brainstorming sessions with relevant stakeholders within the local education system.
Your social and health insurance is your social and health insurance.
Are you SXM insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXM is cardless. Request your My SXM account today and enter the virtual office of SXM. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
Your social and health insurances.
At RBC, we know the roles you have to play can change quickly. Whether it's a homeowner, a new parent, today's head chef, or the family chauffeur. Whatever life asks you to be. RBC is a bank for all of you. Win Christmas cash with a no-fee loan from RBC.
Even when it comes to depression, persons don't feel like they have someone to turn to or to trust. But just by giving a simple hug, just by reaching out to someone, just by showing love and unity and respect for someone, you can change a person's day just by saying, "Hi, I care about you." And that's what we really want to promote with this Hug for Hope campaign. There needs to be a heightened level of psychosocial support. I know that there's guidance counselors in the schools, but also I feel like there needs to be a bigger sensitization awareness drive, encouraging persons, encouraging each and every one of us to know how to talk to a friend, to know how to talk to an individual. I find at times as I said, we don't know what persons are going through, but if we can just teach persons those social and compassion skills that each and every one does have within them, I think that can change the overall stigma that is attached to mental health.